Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here on this Friday morning. I just looked on the calendar and Tom reminded me it's Friday the 13th. So our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at 767-5500. Remember, check those folks there for a good career in education or any kind of vocational needs that you may need. 31 degrees wind chill to 26 right here in Panama City, 33 Mariana, and 37 in Apalachicola. Wind chill in Defuniak Springs is about 26, so it's cold this morning. The high temperature today just will get into the 50s. They're expecting 53 along the coast and inland. You may not even get into the 50s. It's going to be a cold day. Low tonight is going to be right around the same thing, around 32 degrees here on the coast, so you know what you can expect inland. The water temperature remains around 61. The boating forecast now, winds coming out of northwest at 8 to 15 knots, and the river readings, it seems to be about 2 to 4 when it's blowing like that. So it's going to be a cold day to be in the water. Our river readings, I'm only going to do one. The Choctawhatchee, only one having a little bit of action, just a slow drop. It's reading 2.1. The Apalachicola at Caryville, the Choctawhatchee at Caryville is 2.1. Apalachicola Bluntstown is 0.1. So it's a low over there. Take a look at our Carl Burnham Marine Specialties tide chart, going into some fairly inactive tides. Looking on the 13th there, we've got a strong outgoing tide right now, but it's going to hit low tide about 8:04 this morning, and then at 12:11, right after midnight tonight, will be the high tide, and it's only going to be a 0.8 foot range today. Every Friday, I'd like to give a shout out to down in Carabel. We've got a lot of viewers down in Carabel watch the show on a regular basis, and one of our supporters down there, Sea Quarters Marina. You get a chance to, if you're in that area, run by and see those folks there. Always something going on. If you don't want to do anything, just get on that front porch and sit in rocking chairs and just look out over the water. It's a beautiful, beautiful place down there, and a great sponsor, Sea Quarters Marina, Millard Collins and the staff down there. Okay, that takes care of our weather. Not much to it. It's just cold. It's cold, so wrap up this morning, wrap those kids up, and it's going to be cold all day. Wind's going to be blowing a little bit, and boy, that wind's blowing. It seems like it's blowing all winter long. All right, let's take our break, and we'll be right back.
Come join the Panhandle Outdoors team. Beat the rush and stock up on our team shirts and hats in a wide variety of colors and sizes. For your convenience, we offer a Panhandle Outdoors shop at panhandleoutdoors.net. Simply visit our website and click shop. Be a member of the Panhandle Outdoors team, Florida's only live daily outdoor show.
Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC is Panama City's exclusive full-line dealership. Built on a 45-year foundation of trust and total customer satisfaction in all departments, including our huge pre-owned department, where we'll pay top dollar for your current automobile as a trade-in, or we'll place your vehicle on our lot and help you sell it. At Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. 4 decades, 3 generations, 1 tradition.
Your vision is precious. If an emergency arises, you don't want to be sitting in a hospital waiting room. Accidents and injuries can happen outside of your workday. That's why our team of physicians provide emergency eye care to our patients anytime, day or night. You can count on your local experts in eye care to be there for you whenever you need us. The Eye Center of North Florida.
9 doctors, 1 vision, yours.
We are so lucky to live in North Florida. We have some of the best fresh and saltwater fishing in the world. My biggest problem is not catching fish, but trying to decide what kind of fish I want to catch. No matter what I'm after, I always stop at Sunjammers Water Sports first. They have just what I need: rods and reels, line, tackle, and most important, live bait. Yes, sir, we sure are lucky.
Okay, welcome back. Glad you're with us this morning. We'll start off with some pictures sent in by our viewers. Appreciate y'all sending them in. We're going to start off with some freshwater fishing. Check this out at the Chattahoochee Dam. This is a nice striped bass. This sent to us by Bill Jones of Altha. He's a good fisherman up there, and it's right below the dam there in Chattahoochee. They catch, that's a 21-pound, 2-ounce Chattahoochee Dam striped bass. That's a good job there. Bill Jones out of Alpha. Okay, let's go from some big bass. Let's go to some big bucks. That sounds like a panhandle on big bucks. This good friend of mine works with me every day, Coach Brian Wilkie, teaches one of our outdoor air classes there. He's a nice buck. Brian's a good hunter, and his daughter just got one about a month ago. They both brought in a nice deer. He told me that deer cost him $400 because he's getting that one mounted. So good job, Coach Wilkie. Now, I was looking last night. I got some information on the Panthers. They got a study in for 2011, and you know they can monitor the Panthers pretty good now. They got them in an area down there in Southwest Florida, the ones they know of. We're not going to talk about the ones in the other area that we're not quite sure of, but we know in Southwest Florida they have between 100 and 160. I know that's a wide variance, but they got the information in and compiled it and sent it out last night, FWC. And the deaths so far, what they can determine this past year, there were 24 Panthers that were killed. Now, most Panthers are killed by one or two ways. Most of them are killed by, cars or trucks running into them on the highway, or the second leading death would be just fighting with each other, really just establishing territory and just a natural cause of survival of the fittest. So there's 24 that were killed, but they also were able to monitor 11 females. Now, out of these 11 females, they documented 32 births to Panthers. So what happened, you lost 24, but you had 32 that made it, that was born this year. So that's, it's slowly going up. Back in, I think as early as 1970, they had less than 30 Panthers in the 70s. Less than 30 Panthers are documented in Florida. So that's a great success story. And so far this year, in 2012, it's been off to a pretty rough start. They've lost 3 in the first couple of weeks of this year. 2 of them by vehicle collision, and 1 by a larger panther, like I said, having a fight, and one of them not surviving. So that's a panther statistics for 2011. So how to keep up with those, and if you spot a panther in your game camera, or you've seen one anywhere, if you can document it, take a picture, please send it to us. We'd love to show it and love to get some documentation of some panthers in your area. But they can move out. They had one from Southwest Florida, went all the way up into Georgia, and was shot by a hunter up there. So if one makes it this way, don't shoot it. All right. Now, we said yesterday had a big announcement coming up. We really are proud to do this and excited about doing this. The Florida Sportsman Magazine, one of my favorite magazines for a long, long time, they're coming back to Fort Walton Beach with their big show, the Florida Sportsman Expo. Check this out, folks. This is going to be really nice. It's going to be, now it's a little ways off. It's the last weekend of February, but go ahead and put it on your calendar. They're having one in Fort Myers pretty soon. Fort Walton Beach, right there, February 25th and 26th. They're going to have all kind of hands-on demonstration. They have some boats there, having all kind of new tackle and electronics and all kind of gear for 2012. They have those seminars, the inshore seminar and offshore. They have some kayak information there, some kayak demonstrations, all kind of electronics, and that little section there, angler on foot, that's really a lot of fun. That guy's an excellent fisherman, and they're going to have a big hunting expo. So fishing, boating, and hunting, and we're proud to support this, and we're certainly going to be there in a booth and have all kind of stuff, and hopefully a lot of y'all come by and see us, and we're going to be giving some stuff away and registering, how we do stuff and all, and we'll probably have some of our shirts over there and some caps and decals and all that. So I've already got them on calendar, got it blocked off. That's February 24th, 25th, the last weekend of the month. So be sure and go ahead and put it on there. We're going to be talking about it all along. I know it's 5 weeks away, but we want to go ahead and get the ball rolling on it. We're excited about it. We'll be giving away, starting next week, have some free tickets right here. We'll be giving away a couple of pair of tickets each week leading up to the Expo, so Florida Sportsman Expo. All right, we're looking forward to it. Hope you can see us over there. Let's take a break. We'll come back and show a little bit of fishing. Be right back.
When you stop by Blue Water Outriggers, you will find everything for your outdoor adventure. Stock up on all your favorite brands and shop for some of the latest outdoor gear and accessories. You can also shop online and have your orders delivered straight to your home. Our flagship store is nestled right off the Highway 98 in the Port City Shopping Center, just steps away from the Port St. Joe Marina. You will love our selection, our prices, and our friendly service. Panama City Beach is known as one of the top dive destinations in Florida. Divers Den offers daily dive charters that can accommodate up to 13 divers. Our boat captain is U.S. Coast Guard certified and a PADI dive instructor. We have trained professionals who offer a variety of scuba certifications. Come see us at our 2 locations on Thomas Drive and Tyndall Parkway.
Harold Milling Company, rough and tough dog food. Harold Milling Company builds it. They build hog feed, they build dairy feed, they make chicken feed. They have specialty feeds for rabbits. If you got a worm farm, grandmother used to have a worm farm. Look at that, Harold Milling Company. You want to go down and get you, the dog's not running anymore. It's all over with. You want to get that 16% and drop down from the 26% protein. You don't want over to get fat. Harold Milling Company, you can buy at almost any feed store in the Panama City area.
When you're looking for sales, parts, and service for your outboard, all in one location, you're looking for BJ's Marine. Your authorized Tohatsu and Nissan dealer. BJ's Marine does it all. They have outboard parts and a service center and used motor sales too. Tohatsu, reliable, dependable, fuel efficient, and lightweight. Tohatsu Outboards, technology for the next generation. BJ's Marine, 1317 Transmitter Road since 1991.
All right, welcome back. Friday the 13th, and it's cold, 32 degrees outside. We want to get started with some pictures. Our own Tom Gurley. Tom's off on Mondays. He takes that camera and just gets out, takes a lot of good pictures at St. Andrews State Park or all along the waterfront here. I got 2 pictures I'm going to show you this morning Tom took. This is a resident osprey. It's on a perched atop the mast of a sailboat anchored near the Shell Island shuttle right there in Grand Lagoon. Now, the second picture, he was able to get up early Monday morning around 6:20. That's early for him, about 6:20. I was able to shoot a sunrise. Now, a lot of times I have sunsets, but this is a sunrise. Check this out, beautiful picture here, taken from the beach. He was on the left side of the kiddie pool, looking across the pass and in towards Shell Island. Beautiful sunrise this past Monday morning. So, Tom, thank you for those pictures. Great camera work there. Now, we talk about so much going on in the Panhandle all the time. In wintertime, you think things slow down, but really, it's always something going on. So a lot of folks, including myself, are really thinking about looking for those big bucks. But this winter surf fishing is always good. Able to do a little bit of winter surf fishing recently, and whiting are out there, folks. You sort of got to look around for them. There's some good whiting. This little short video on catching some whiting. Okay, so let's watch this video. Hey folks, welcome to this segment of Panhandle Outdoors. I'm out here at daybreak. I'm out here on Cape San Blas up the peninsula. Not good condition for fishing. It's real windy. The surf's a little rough, and we may not catch anything, but I'm just tickled to be out here. I love fishing this area. I've been doing this right in this spot, in this area, for about 35 years, 36 maybe. Surf fishing out here for whiting, pompano. It's wintertime, so hopefully I can catch some whiting. And I'm going to fish for shrimp. I'm setting the rods up. I'm going to have a good morning. I couldn't think of anywhere else I'd rather be right now. Fishing for the whiting, great eating fish and good fighting fish too. Whiting. Okay, that's another one. Need a shrimp. One of the things you notice about these whiting, if I can hold this one. See that bottom feeder, see how that right there? See how they sort of like a sucker fish, really. They feed off the bottom a lot. Also, you notice their eyes, they look up for the predator. So a whiting, a lot of people call it a white trout, but it's really a good eating fish and all. You can see the bottom rig we're fishing with, nothing fancy. Just some shrimp on a little triangle weight, about 1/0 hooks. Folks, I happen to be walking on the beach and setting out a rod, and I look down here. Look at this. This is like a little, for you freshwater folks, it's like a wiggler. I guess it's an albino red wiggler. Look at that sucker. I don't know what it is, really. I know it's alive. It's right here on the beach, right next to the surf. Some of you viewers may be able to identify it for me if you have any knowledge of what that albino wiggler really is. Call me at Panhandle. You can see basically the setup when you surf fishing. Here I have 3 rods out, some good rod holders. You just drive them in there, put them at an angle. You know, a couple 5-gallon buckets, a couple chairs to sit in. This is one of my favorite kind of fishing. And look at this whole area. Look down the beach right here. How many people do you see? This is a weekend, and hardly anyone's here. I guess that might be one of the reasons I enjoy coming there for so many years. And we've already caught a couple. We're going to catch a few more, I hope. I'm going to wrap it up out here, folks. I'm on St. Joseph Peninsula. Winter surf fishing is a lot of fun. I've always enjoyed doing it. Now, what couple of advantages of it, in the winter you don't worry about the crowd of getting bait. The seaweed's not bad, like the June grass. You don't have any seaweed. The surf's really clean. And the sun, the UV index, you don't worry much about it. You stay covered up and all, but a lot of fun on winter surf fishing. A lot of you use a really good game in the winter time. So Panhandle Outdoors, I'm Winston Chester. Appreciate you watching the show.
My name's Captain Rick Corley. I'm a SAMS accredited Marine Surveyor, NAM certified Marine Surveyor, and IAME certified Marine Investigator. Been surveying since 1969. Was taught by my father, who is the oldest, longest practicing Marine Surveyor in the world. We do all types of survey, commercial or pleasure. Steel, aluminum, fiberglass, wood, makes no difference. Give us a call at 850-527-5287 or visit us online. We'd appreciate your visits.
What do you value? The feel of fertile soil? The smell of fresh-cut grass? The pride of an autumn harvest? The belief that it's not really work if you enjoy it? And above all, the end justifies the tractor. Kubota. Power, versatility, comfort. Everything you value in a tractor.
See and save on all Kubota tractors and equipment at Soul Tractor today.
The greatest investment we can all make is in the lives of our children and grandchildren.
To help you invest for retirement, handle your IRA rollover, protect your family with life or long-term care insurance, call my dad for an appointment at his new office on Wilson Avenue behind Lowe's. And he'll give you a copy of his most recent book, 7 Steps to Serious Money. For free! Walter Woodrick, your serious money advisor!
When you think of a successful hunting season, 2 things come to mind: Browning and C&G Sporting Goods. Browning is the best there is, and C&G Sporting Goods is your factory direct, full-line Browning dealer. C&G stocks Browning guns, camo, knives, scopes, gun safes, bows, and much more, including hunting and fishing license. Look over the new Browning BAR camo short track and X-Bolt rifles. Why pay good money for anything less than a Browning? Browning and C&G, the best there is. Home of the experts.
Okay, welcome back. Try to squeeze in some winter surf fishing. It's always a lot of fun. You can do it in a half a day, and take some just good fresh shrimp with you, and you'll catch some fish. Just move around a little bit, try to find a hole they hold up in, and it really don't matter how cold it is, they'll be there. Whiting's always dependable in the wintertime for the most part. Let's look at our express lane fishing game forecast for today, when our outdoor activities will be occurring. Looking at this morning now, 5:05 to 7:05. Excellent morning to be out in a tree stand or be out up in the canal, getting out of that wind. Also, this afternoon we're looking at 3:30 to 5:30. So really, we're going into the weekend too, where you're going to have that morning activity and a late afternoon activity. They all sort of coincided together, where you're going to have two times during the day. You know, sometimes it's like at midnight, you only get one time during the day, but usually about a 12, 13-hour space there. So we're in good shape there. So we want to take a look at our famous Friday fishing forecast, always brought to us by Tarpon Dock Seafood. Good folks down there. They're real beneficial in helping us out as sponsors, helping give us stuff away and all. Tarpon Dock Seafood, always good, fresh seafood. The oysters are great right now. We've had some friends talking about how good they are. They're good and salty, so if you get a chance to get some oysters, you need to get them, especially this weekend. It seems like they taste better when it's cold like this and sitting by a fire outside. Now, let's take a look at the fishing forecast. It's really sort of been slow, and you know, we've had this wind. We keep talking about this wind, nothing we do about the wind, but remember this past week we had a full moon, and also we had some warm weather this past weekend, and Scott talked about that in the article, and that does put a damper on it a lot of times. Let's start over in South Walton, looking up Bruce Mixon he sends a report every Thursday night, and Bruce doesn't just listen to somebody. He'll go to the bait shops, he'll go to the boat landings, he'll go fishing himself. He'll do those three things sometime during the week. That's why he's so dependable over there on Choctawhatchee Bay. And right now he said it was good this past weekend on the east end of the bay. Lots of reds and specks were caught. Charlie Bay was very good again. And sheephead was really, had some nice catches of sheephead right around those pilings at the bridge on 331. Excellent place to fish. In those bridges in Choctawhatchee Bay or Apalachicola Bay, you have those pilings, you have all those crustaceans on the side. Then loosen up some of them, chum up that water, and you can catch you some sheephead. We'll talk about it one day about how to do that. The bait shop north of the causeway on 331 has fiddler crabs if you want to run by there. Since the rain and wind started this week, it really, this past couple of days, came to a standstill. But the gas station on the way to Black Creek now has ethanol-free gas, so that's good news down there. Now, let's come over here to Panama City and the St. Andrew Bay system. The pier, we always start off with the pier. It was a little slow in the pier. What's really missing, they're not catching a lot of whiting right now around the pier. They're out in the surf, but they're not hanging around those pilings. But bonita, we've talked about bonita now for 6 weeks. Bonita bite continues to be strong, and it's just amazing that they're still around and still strong like that. And redfish, they're catching some redfish along the pilings. I want to, up here, Jeff, is a picture. If we get a chance, we'll show that. But redfish have been good. Fishing has been slow for the most part, though, in the bay. And they're catching some trout, but a lot of the trout are little ones. This picture here, I don't know, this is a picture of good redfish here, but if we go down right below it, we're going to show the identification part between a black drum and a redfish. Let's go over to St. Joe Bay and Apalachicola Bay. Very good right there. Let's look, while we got a chance before we get to Apalachicola Bay, look at the, we're going to show you the difference between a redfish and it's called a red drum and a black drum. Same family, same drum family, but there's a lot of difference. Of course, the redfish has that reddish tint, but the black drum has that has the rounded, has the pointed pectoral fins. You can see if you just didn't look at the color, you just see the shape of the body. But they're same family. It's a deeper body. The fin is just a blackish look. It tastes about the same. Got a little bit of stripes on it. A lot of times they're mistaken with sheephead, but that's the difference between a redfish, okay, a red drum, and a black drum there. Let's go over to Apalachicola Bay in Port St. Joe. I talked to Blair Morgan on Wednesday morning. He said the redfish and right there, the oyster bars. Jeff, we're going to try one more. If we can get in right around St. Vincent Island, around Indian Pass, we may not be able to get that, right? Yeah, right there around. If you're going around the Indian Pass, you're going to be behind St. Vincent Island. And you get behind St. Vincent Island, okay, you see right in there where that point's at, a little pass there to the left of your screen is Indian Pass. Now, just go there northeast and sort of hug the island, but don't get too close to the island. Oyster bars come all out of there, and that's some excellent fishing, especially when the tide starts flowing out of there into the pass. That is, I fished there before, caught some nice redfish. Blair was talking about how he had some friends of his went and caught and released about 30 redfish going right out of Indian Pass. It's going right up behind St. Vincent Island. Be careful now. Those oyster bars come way out. You don't need a big boat. You could actually go in a canoe or kayak if the weather's okay, not blowing. But a small boat will be fine. You won't get in rough weather. A lot of times you get over there in Apalachicola Bay, and you put in there the bridge of Apalachicola, and you get out in the bay, it gets really rough, and it can get rough on you really quick. So you have to be careful over there. So red fishing was good there. Also, I was talking about the hunters are doing good. They caught some nice trout, but again, they were on the small side over there. Again, in St. Joe Bay, the hottest area is the Highland View Bridge, and most of the action on Highland View, at the Highland View Canal there, on up toward the T. That's where the boats are being concentrated during this week, and also it's going to be a good week. I promise you, there's going to be some nice trout caught around the Highland View Canal this weekend. I can promise you that. Down in Carabel, we talked to. Well, we didn't talk to them. We didn't get to talk to them, but I know they're catching some where the river comes right out into below the bridge there. Some good sheephead fishing there. Okay. That takes care of our famous Friday fishing report. Now, if you want to go online, if you didn't get all of this, go online. It'll be on Panhandle Outdoors. On the bottom there will be all of you fishing and hunting times for the next week, the next 7 days, and it's going to be some good times. In fact, tomorrow now, we're looking at tomorrow afternoon, 4:19 and 6:19. That's going to be an excellent time, 4:19 and 6:19. And also in the morning, 5:54. Go around 6 o'clock. So in the morning and tomorrow afternoon late, it's going to be some excellent times. All right. Now, that takes care of this. It's been a great week. We had our 1,000th show celebration Monday, and they gave away a lot of stuff. Had a great time doing it. Had some video on the bears. Got a lot of comments on that bear video yesterday. It's amazing to me how many people are interested in these bears, and all kind of people. Some people want to protect them, have more. Some people want to have controlled hunts. So it is a controversial issue. But the bottom line, there are a lot of bears out there. So be aware of that. Now next week we're going to start off the week Monday with Alan Courtney doing some bass fishing, and Alan has some good stuff for us. And then the rest of the week we'll have some videos. And I'm going to the woods this weekend. And these next couple weekends now, we got the rut started in some of our viewing areas. So be a good time to get out in the woods. All right, so we're going to wrap it up here. I want to thank you all for watching the show this week. Thank you all for supporting our sponsors, and we hope you've got something out of it. And this weekend, you enjoy the great outdoors, and sometime today now, you go around and do something good for somebody, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.